Hello, Robert. I'm going to go ahead and get started with you, and I'm just going to start with your magazine because all the preliminary work was done beautifully. Um, uh, and you've been keeping up on this in terms of keeping, edits going, keeping things going. I'm listening to the critiques and questioning if they don't make sense and making changes if you understand the changes. And I'm just really super pleased with what you've done. Um, Up to this point in the class in general. Okay, so I'm just going to get straight to the critique of the magazine because everything makes sense to me as far as the concept goes. So let's just get started. Okay, masthead. You've got some issues right here and right here regarding kerning. You see how this almost looks like V A and then MPED? And that's because of that unusual spacing. And you always want to keep that in mind with your V's and your A's. And there's a couple other letters, T's, and a couple other letters where you really want to watch that kerning. Okay, these two, volume 23 and April, that's good, but it's good that they're in the same typeface. But I don't necessarily. I'm not real sure why it's so small and why this baseline is not lining up with that baseline, and that whole thing is kind of precarious. I think. I would have liked to have seen a little bit of different treatment with the volume and the date. The rest is absolutely gorgeous. This is professional work. Couldn't ask for better. The color coding you've done is actually really super smart, and this is a portfolio piece, Robert, for you. So just a couple of things, and you're good to go. Okay, so you want to watch all of this alignment right here. Unfortunately, I can't draw a straight line in this. Maybe you can see it like this. I don't think you're going to be able to. But it's straight down like that because it looks like that is not in alignment with the rest of it. And that's kind of weird. It gives this, let's see, it's going crazy here. All right, so it's given just this kind of weirdness right there. I know you can barely see it, and I know it's very minor. Nonetheless, it is there. This is good right here. It's a good, really good use of space. These normally I would say don't put things in boxes, but you've done a wonderful job here. Just gorgeous cover. Typography is really nice. All caps over here. Nice, really thoughtful use of mixing typefaces here. And I don't think you've gone too far at all. I would have liked to have seen one or two sans serif typefaces. Anyways, okay, so really gorgeous job there. Contents page. This you're carrying this thing forward, this blocks, but I think this is just too much right here. It creates a lot of contrast, which is good, but it's really super top heavy because if you see this area down here, there's nothing here. So if you were to turn this on its side, it would be really super lopsided. So this is not in balance. This is really super smart right here. I love the fact that this is set up beautifully, although I would have liked to have seen a different typeface in the sub down here, maybe even work with that sans serif I just mentioned. Okay, couple of things like right here. I've noticed a few things. You need to hang your punctuation, which means it needs to hang off the edge of the margin. It'll clean up that margin. So here's your margin, the punctuation, the quotes and such in the first line should be over the margin so that all the letters still line up. That's called hanging punctuation. That's a few areas where I noticed. Otherwise, that imbalance thing, I think this page is really nice. It's very nicely done typographically. It is really, really beautiful. It's just, it's imbalanced. And then we get straight to the opening spread, which is done really nicely. I understand what you're doing here with your type, but this relationship here, if you're going to do this, carry it on, man. Do it. If you're going to follow that line, do it, because you start here and then you just center align this, which is really creating an odd visual tension right here that's not comfortable. So either do it or don't, but don't halfway do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, straight on to the gorgeous. I mean, the work speaks for itself. This is really nice work. You want to get your page numbers on the outside of the pages, though. 18, 19. Oh, man. 19 would be there. Okay. A couple of hanging punctuations here. There's some weird, let me see, right here, some weird spacing here. So if you email me, I posted earlier in the session in the term, I posted a optimal settings for justify type, and it'll take care of these. Here's here, um, a few different places here. We see right there, here, here, different areas just have weird spacing. It's right, and then this area right here, these are widows. These are called widows, and it's either a single word or a very short word at the end of a sentence or the bottom of a paragraph. I'm sorry, not the end of a sentence, at the bottom of a paragraph or at the top of another paragraph. So that's just a too short of a line. And I think that is too. So you want to bring those out a little bit. That justified type settings will take care of that as well. Okay. Otherwise, gorgeous work. Love it. It's a great job. This last page I do want to mention is we need some contrast here. This page is really lacking contrast. This page has this image here, which is holding the contrast together. This page, again, image. And I think if you were to take away all of the images and just have your type, I think you would not have much contrast. So try to think of some things that you can do to add some contrast, not only typographic contrast, but some color contrast to this page, okay? I think that would be really nice. This drop cap, I think it would be cool if you were to bring a color over in here. Bring a color from, maybe that pink color, one of the colors that you use for your identity for this article. I think that would make a lot of sense, tying things together. And this right here, you got a nice 2-column grid going here, but I'm not real sure why you broke the grid with the image. I mean, if it's not badly done, and I haven't done the math, so I don't know if this area right here adds up to your presentation of your grid. It looks like that might be a quarter. So if you did that, that's awesome. As long as there's a reason, I would have to lay this over a grid to check it, and that's what I would do if I were your AD for this job. I would make sure that these all mathematically fit. Looks like they might. So I don't know if that was a stab or if you did that purposefully. But anyways, great job. That's all I have. Excellent work. Thank you very much.